Andy, well, it was a testing afternoon, but your troops came through it, didn't they?
Oh, at the end of the day, it's a fantastic point. You know, we really had to stand strong and big and defend really, really well. I came here a week ago, and Tamworth did that to Grimsby. Put them under a lot of pressure and put a lot of balls in the box, and Grimsby held sort of firm and scored a scruffy free kick at the top end there. We haven't helped ourselves again, losing Steve. Forwards challenge, too far away from me to see, but I'll have a look at it. But my first initial reaction from 80 yards away was his foot was off the ground. One or two people say maybe two, so it doesn't help. It's been a little bit of a story of our season, really. And when I laugh there, it's not that I'm taking that lightly. I'm sort of dumbfounded by why it keeps happening, really, because we sit down with the lads and we say, don't try and win things that you can't win. Be patient in your defending, be disciplined in your defending. So, but that's just a forwards challenge. But we're down to 10 men, and we know that they're coming down the slope. We know it's going to be backs to the wall for large portions, and we're just looking to see that through and maybe hit them on the break, introducing Luke Hubbins' pace and left sharp on with his pace. But we didn't play particularly great. I've got to be totally honest in terms of footballing, but you've got to come to places like this and dig it in. It's another terrific point when you think we've been down to 10 men for 51 points. So really, really pleased. Need to be better aspects of our play. Of course we do. But on the whole, we stick another point on the board and we walk away happy with the result. Some work to do.
Yet again, we talk about Ryan Young. Do you have probably one of the best goalies in the conference?
I think so. I've said that for a long, long time. I said it as soon as I came to the club. I thought he was certainly a top Conference North goalkeeper with the capabilities of, should we get up, staying up and being part of what we're trying to build. And he goes from strength to strength.
He's always been a shot stopper, hasn't he? But he seems to have developed more awareness around his penalty area.
Yeah, we're working on things like that. We want him to be have more authority, come for crosses and come off his line a lot more than what he maybe used to or wanted to. But I've got to give him every ounce of credit. He's a terrific lad, and he's one that 6 o'clock in the morning he's in the car. He's not one of the boys, and we've got a few that can take a day off. And goalkeeper's a really tough position because your concentration, your fitness levels have got to be good, because once your fitness goes, your concentration goes. So again, I wouldn't say single-handedly, but he's made a couple of good saves, and that's what he's there for. But I thought his handling, coming for crosses through crowds of people when they were launching in the box towards the end of the game was first class. So big pat on the back for Ryan again.
I think a word also for not only Jordan Rose but Dan Preston. I mean, he's had a troubling couple of months, but today he stood the test really well, didn't he?
Dan Preston, I know what was swirling around a few weeks ago. My initial reaction when he got sent off for the second time was probably the same as a lot of people's. But there's contracts, there's obligations, there's laws. In the cold light of day, he's a young boy. He's learning his trade. He's going to make mistakes. But I tell you what, Nick, he's as honest as the day's long. And if you want a dressing room that's got honest boys, and you want a dressing room of people that want to pull on the Telford shirt and want to commit to the cause, well, Dan Preston's one of them. There's certain other people over the years that maybe not as committed as his, well, they've got no place with me, to be honest. But that's why I stuck my neck out with Dan. He's got to help himself. I can't help him, and the club can't help him, and a councillor can't help him if Dan Preston doesn't help himself. But I think he showed a real maturity, because a couple of the games he's been thrown into, Nuneaton away, where ex-players are going to wind him up. Tamworth, he knows a few of their boys, so in many senses he's been a little bit unlucky the games he's been thrown back into. But I've got no qualms with Dan. Putting him in, I back him. He's a good lad, and as I say, I think you're quite right, and well done for singling Dan Preston out today, because he was outstanding.
Finally, Andy, we know a player has gone out, Chris Blackburn to Chorley. Any other people going out, or anybody coming in?
Well, Chris has gone out. Chris has been out 11 weeks, plus 3 weeks of pre-season. We can't get him back on a training ground for whatever reason, so if a player can't train with us, he can't play with us, so we'll get him out to Chorley for a month at least, and get him some games, and we might get the benefits of that. But Chris will need to demonstrate that he's he's hungry and he's motivated, and with 6 or 7 games under the belt, there's a good player there. But as I say, he's gone out. We've sent Jake Reed out to Redditch. Hopefully that went through. Jake's just, he started the season for us. Picked up his sending off at Luton, but got injured in the process. Was out 7 weeks. That's not his fault. He's worked extremely, really hard. But I just feel Jake at this minute is probably behind St Amy, Sharp, Spray, Jones. So I could have brought him today and sat him on the bench or sat him in a stand. Well, that's another week gone by. So if we can get Jake Reed 5 or 6 games, I'm convinced there's a decent conference player there, and a lovely kid. Wanted to go, not because he wanted to go and play, and wasn't bothered about the level. And one of the reasons why I contacted Redditch and keep an eye on him, I've got people in that area, so we can go and sort of monitor his performances. So he's gone. In view of people coming in, well, we've got another poser again, because if Steve Jones's red card stacks up, that's 3 games. And I think Luke Hubbins picked up a booting today, and that might be his 5th. I'll just need to check. So it doesn't get any easier. So it's frustrating that, but it's not for we don't send a team out to kick people. We don't send a team out to berate referees and surround referees. We're a little bit to the contrary, and that's why I'm a little bit dumbfounded why it happens. I just put it down to, certainly with the younger ones, naivety. Certainly with the old ones, maybe trying a little bit too hard. The boys that we've got there, I brought 20 boys today. They're fighting the cause for the football club, and I'll take that any day of the week. They'll make mistakes, of course they will, but they're a good group and they're doing really, really well.
Thanks, Andy.
Thanks.